Hey there, Allegheny Jam students, Guitar 2 in particular, and also night class guitar people. This might be good for you as well. This is going to be Mississippi Sawyer, but focusing on capoing on the 2nd fret. It's a D tune, so the guitar ones, we're working on playing it out of a regular D position. We're going to go up to the 2nd fret and play it out of C position. And one reason being it's really nice to play the melody there, like a flat pick guitar version. I'm going to play kind of an easygoing version with some nice little maneuvers. So first, let's just look at the chords. And so with a capo, we'll talk about some capo stuff too, because we're kind of trying to get really good with capoing. In the key of D, which is open, it kind of goes back to that chart was on my the room at the jam house. C-A-G-E-D. If we don't remember how to spell cage, then I'll help you. So playing out of D, C-A-G-E-D, you're going to circle back around and say, oh, my next thing would be C shape. So I move it up to the 2nd fret and play out of C, and I'm still sounding in the key of D, but I'm thinking in the key of C. It's a little bit of a puzzle, a mental puzzle, which I'm puzzled every day, and this is a good one. But it's how you use the capo. It's a really good advantage to be able to move that capo around playing different keys, especially if you have more than one guitar player, or just want to play up higher and sound pretty. So here's my C chord shape, but I'm sounding in D. The fiddler would be playing in D, so I'm picking that 5th string, goes to an F shape. That's my 4 chord, back to C, and then we're going to go walk to the G. You got the 5 chord, the G chord, and then repeats that first part. Up to the 4 chord. That's a G sounding, but it's an F shape for us, C shape for us, and G shape. That's the 5-1. Second part's just the 1 chord. You could do some walks. 5 chord. Experiment a little walking there. That's the second. Repeat the second part. And I think on guitar 1 we were doing a D to the end. And A and D shape. So the 1 and 5 at the end. So we'll try it that way. So each part, at the very ending, will go 1 and 5 and 1. So we match up with them. So the first part, the backup, 4 chord, F shape for us. Walk up and down some. You can walk down to that G shape. Right? But let's do it this time. Going 1 chord. We'll copy that short A I was telling you about. Back to the 1. Let's hold the 1. 1 and 5 and 1. I think that'll match up better. 1 and 5. Second part's just a lot of D. C shape for us, the 1 chord. Try some little walks there. Do a little double flutter there. It's kind of fun. Hold that D. 1 and 5 and repeat the second part. Oh, that's fun. A little flutter. Hold that 1, 1 and 5 and 1. So the nice thing about that, I'll go ahead and play a melody there. So the first part is you can play it high on the high strings or play it on the lower strings. So that's the nice thing about this melody. It works out really good. So you might do a kind of a fancy little 1 fret as you go up to that 3rd fret. The basic melody is just a little lead in. So we'll get the basic melody first. So walk up, fret at a time, 3, open, bounce it back, the 5th fret. 1 on the 1st string and 3 on the 2nd, back and forth. Little bounce. 3, 1. And I'm sliding on the 2nd string to that 5th fret. Get a little unison a couple times. Open, 1st, open. Just walking down that C. Then you have a little. So just try to get that in your head a little. Then you start using that 2nd string a little bit. Bounce, 3, 1, slide, 5, one more time. First part. Then I'm using my first finger and my third finger. Then slide down. You could get a little more. Slide. We can get fancier. The second part's just going to be that C note. You kind of working the C chord with the second and first string. You climb up to the G. That's the whole C phrase. Then you're going to go that second string, third fret, and get that and open, and the low third string open. Go back. That's the basic G phrase. So I'll do that G phrase again. We might add some flourish in there. Back to that first phrase, C chord, right? C notes. Up to the third fret. Then that same ending we had in the first part. Right? So you could do some slides. I'll start experiment. First part. Do a little something different. Good. So I'll get a little bouncy here. Maybe walk it. First and second string. Slide. Up to third fret. Might walk up. Third string and a little bounce. First fret. C. Experiment. And you can also play it low. Let's get that third fret and open. Fourth string, right up the scale. G and C. You're gonna walk in that fourth string. Third fret and open on the fourth string. Back to a C shape. Up that scale. C, G, C. And the second part's just that working the 5 and 4. G chord. C chord. Experiment. Second part. Experiment. C sounds and G sounds and a bluesy. Experiment. So you really get to where you can make some C scale kind of sounds and some G scale kind of sounds. So one little exercise we could do for a second before I get back into capo talk, and it's a lot like there's a lot of fiddle tunes in C that get up in that kind of sound there, you know. So that's a good territory for a lot of good flat picking tunes, especially out of a C shape. And that's why a lot of guitar players capo the second fret and play out of C sounds, because it's just it's handier than playing out of the open D, but it's good. That's a good sound too, just different. So let's just think about doing a C scale for a second. notice is you go right through a C scale. It looks like a C. You hold a C chord down and you just pick up fingers when you have to pick them up. You got the 3rd fret, 5th string. Pick up that 4th string note and put it down on the 2nd fret. Put your 3rd fret, 4th string, 3rd string open. You can kind of let those other fingers go. 3rd string, 2nd fret. Open 2nd string, take your finger off and put it back down. I'll do that again. And I'll tell you a good exercise. Let's try doing a pick strum with each note. Open 4th, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd string open, 2nd fret, 3rd string, open 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd string. Go back the way you came. Beautiful. People may start dancing. Let's do the bass, a C scale, kind of holding the chord, kind of like Mother Maybelle would do that a lot. When you do that, you say, wait a minute, that's not the right note. So if you hear a weird note, say, wait a minute, what did I do wrong? Go back. So I want you to really notice if you hit an odd note, okay? So I'll do it one more time. I'll do the right notes this time. I just want you to be listening to yourself and say, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. But you might come up with the next great lick. So don't rule out some cool note you find. You might find the note nobody else has ever found. So that'd be amazing. So here we go. C scale. Back the way, high, open, 2nd fret, open 3rd, 3rd fret 4th, 2nd open, the C chord, one more time. And now let's go ahead and just try G chord and see if we can kind of find that. You want it to sound the same, just starting lower. So it's 6th string, then the 5th string open, 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, open 4th. You're going to have to climb up here, get that 2nd fret, and then you got to change your finger around and get that 4th fret, and you might try to keep that high. And then the G. Just listen to what it sounds like. Just experiment with finding the notes you need. One more time. So just practice singing a scale and try to play the scale in the chords you're playing. And each note's kind of got a different flavor. That's a pretty wild one there. So that 3rd string open, 4th string, 4th fret, and I'm getting that 3rd fret with my 1st finger on that 1st string, and then the 2nd fret, 4th string, open, 5th string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open 5th, and the G. So let's just go back to Mississippi Sawyer for a second. So when you're playing these fiddle tunes, you're writing these little scale patches. You know that? That's the start of a C scale. You might play little parts of it, like 2 or 3 notes, 3 notes or 5 notes a lot of times. And G. So just kind of experiment. Notice when you hear a fiddler say, oh, that's just playing a little scale or a chord thing. So let's go back. I'm going to capo up now. I'm thinking we played out of C position. And I said, well, let's see, capo, and I have to think of that word caged, C-A-G-E-D. So C, okay, after that is A. So I want to play out of an A shape if I move higher. So I'm going to move this capo, if I can figure out how to do that, down to the 5th fret. It's going to be either 2 or 3 frets. So I'm going up to the 5th fret, and I'm going to play out of an A shape. So I'm playing A, D, and E chords, for my 1, 4, 5. So you got to know the 1, 4, 5 wherever you are, right? So it's going to be a D chord sound, my A shape, and then my G chord sound is going to be a D shape, the 4 chord, and my 5 chord, A sounding 5 chord is an E shape. So I got A, D, and E I'm thinking in. So if I did Mississippi Sawyer, if you got a capo, put it on the 5th fret. If you don't have a capo, play the open D, G, and A chord, okay? So I'll just say the name of the chord. The trick is you got to get your brain where you can think in the actual sounding key and also in the shapes you need to be playing in if you're capo somewhere. So you got the actual key sound, and then you have the position you're playing in and the shapes you got to think of. So if that's confusing to you, it is to me too. So I've done my job well. So here we go. I'm going to play an A chord, and it's going to be like da-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da, D shape for me, that's the 4 chord. A, da 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 da, A and E and A. Do 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 do. 1, 5, 1, just the A and 1 chord for the second part. It goes to the 5. try some walks. And each key has a little different flavor where you like the walks. And I went too quick, but that's okay. Sometimes we do a long 5, so it's good to know that. 5 chord, and you might do a slow walk with a bluesy note. One, let's hold that one this time. 5 and 1 first part. First part again. You'll be trying to lead if you're not doing the chords. Second part. G sounds. A sound, sorry. The 5 chord and the 1. The 5 chord and back to the 1. They might do a tag. That's a great tune. Try just playing the backup in open D shapes, and then maybe Capo 2nd fret, play that C, F, and G shape, and then Capo 5 and play the A, D, and E shape. But if you're going to flat pick the lead, try out of that 2nd fret capoing in the C shapes, okay? And get the basic idea. If you got a fiddle player that plays it, that's great. But if you don't, play along with this video a few times and try to make up your own version, find the outline, be able to sing it, and then you can play it. So have fun with your guitar. It's a great instrument. And you're all doing good, and it'll help keep everybody's spirits feeling a little better. A little bit of guitar music's always a good idea. So thanks for tuning in, and keep practicing, and we'll check in again soon.